What's up, and welcome to episode 5?
You do that every time.
I know. Cody's gonna go check what episode we're on. Like, sweaty. It is 5. We're in the dark right now because it's nighttime, because this is like literally the only time we've had to like sit down and do anything, because our week has been absolutely insane. Insane in like a really boring kind of way. Like, we are 10 days out today. It's really just been like a whole lot of training, a whole lot of cardio, trying to get stuff organized, driving around and tanning and groceries and like a whole bunch of shit that like normally isn't that big of a deal, but because we're in the gym so much right now, it's like we don't really have enough hours in the day to get shit done. So yeah, we did one thing that was like kind of cool that we did was a shoot last week with West Studios. It was your first time really doing like an in studio.
Yeah, it was my first time.
So what'd you think?
A little nerve-wracking because you know, the photographer has an idea of what he wants you to do. Fucking prepping, and there was no AC in there, so for me it was hot as fuck. And it wasn't like I felt comfortable. Tasha was getting her hair and makeup done, and so he shot me for like an hour before she was ready. And you know, he was going through with what he wanted me to do, and I didn't really feel like that I was giving him like what he wanted for shots, but he made me feel comfortable. He's a good photographer, and it worked out. We got some cool shots. And then once Tasha and I shot together, it was much better, and everything was good.
You just needed to rub my booty a little to calm down. Which he did. Brian was very into us being hands-on, so it was a lot of fun, and I did some cool shots on my own too.
Tasha's a professional in front of the camera.
No.
It was pretty cool watching it.
We got some really awesome pictures together, so we'll show you some of those. Yeah, that was a cool day, minus the heat and a little bit of stress. I think it ended up being a really successful shoot overall, so I'm happy, and I really loved the pictures that we got together. I think they're awesome, and it was pretty cool, so we'll have to do some more when we're less grumpy. So aside from that, my face, I got my face fixed, which caused some controversy on Instagram today. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about what and why I did it before I show you guys the video. A lot of people aren't really aware of the wear and tear that this lifestyle takes on your skin, especially your face. Just dieting down all the time, getting super extremely lean, and then coming back up. And there's a lot, like, you know, although it seems like very minimal, and
it's not normal to the body to like pull down to the percentage of low body fat that you do get, but shoot back to normal.
Yeah.
So those fluctuations with pulling water from the body, then reintroducing it, plus just daily life and stress.
Even at the gym, like, if you think about it, like, if you ever look at yourself in the mirror when you're training and look at your faces, if you're training intensely, you're making really awful faces and you're frowning and your eyebrows are all over the place. you know, there's a lot more facial muscle activation and
well, at the end of your workout, you look at yourself, you look flushed.
yeah, you look haggard by the end of it.
You don't, yeah, you may
not
feel
good.
good about the exercise that you just did, but overall, your overall look, you're flushed. Your body's just kind of went through trauma.
Yeah.
So.
With aging, you lose skin elasticity and blah, 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 blah. And like, you know, this is something I do for myself. I don't do it to please anyone else. Cody doesn't give a shit. In fact, he's pretty like anal about me not going overboard with my lips, which I don't want to do either. I don't want to ever do anything that doesn't look, you know, pretty natural. I try to be as conservative with it as possible. And it's essentially just like a little touch up to refresh and make myself look a little more youthful and, you know, prevent further wrinkling and damage to my skin as I get older and as I continue as an athlete. Because I think that a lot of people have this misconception of, you know, it's just about vanity and it's about trying to impress other people, or thinking that if my face looks better, it's gonna make me do better on stage. None of that stuff really matters to me. I really don't care about that. It's not a life or death situation for me. It's something that I think is a nice thing to be able to do and is, you know, good preventative for aging and helps me with my the wear and tear from competing. So just a personal choice, and that's it. I went to New U Med Spa in Woodbridge and saw my friend Katerina. She's a super awesome nurse, super gentle, and of course listened to everything that I wanted. And so what I had done was Botox in my brows, my forehead, a little bit around my eye, and then I had Revanesse, which is a filler in my nasal folds and in my lips. So I can't remember. I feel like it was about 30 or 40 units of Botox, and then it was just one full syringe of Revanesse split between my lips and my nasal folds. So really not at all a lot at all. Most people take 2 or 3 syringes just in their lips to get the fullness. So again, like very, very minimal stuff. And the Botox won't even actually kick in for probably another 7 days. So I still have my wrinkles there, but they'll go away soon.
I got mine too.
Cody doesn't need Botox. You're beautiful the way you are. Anyways, here's the little video. Viewer discretion is advised because I get my face stabbed with a bunch of needles and it's a little graphic and intense when they're going in. You guys enjoy my face fixing video.
Not that hardcore. So you know how it tastes. Well, your lips still look good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, frown again. Ready? Yep. Deep breath. Deep breath. So, yeah, I guess, like, on the topic of, like, fitness stuff and things that you don't know about it, there's a lot of, like, I find myths and misconceptions, or, for example, someone asked you an interesting question this week.
So somebody asked me, they're like, oh, you're already cutting down? Like, you don't eat any carbs? And I was like, it doesn't work that way. Like, it's either a 16-week prep, 12-week prep. Depends on how long it takes you to get ready for a show, or where areas you got to work on, or personally, if you want to prep at 22 weeks out, you can. Whatever. But usually you start 12 to 16 weeks out. And every week the diet changes. You send progress pictures to your coach. They adjust the diet. There are certain times where it's low carb. Some people do eat no carbs for 3-4 days, then they give them a high day or a cheat meal or whatever. People just think like, oh, you're dieting for a show, or you're trying to lose weight, oh, cut carbs. People have this idea that you don't eat, and eating the foods that you need to compete is usually a lot more than what anyone thinks. Like, the food is quite a bit. People have this wrong idea of
These extremes.
yeah.
No carbs, no fat.
People just think fats are bad.
All fats are bad.
They don't understand that, fats, you can diet on proteins and fats and still feel normal. I did that this prep, and it wasn't working for me, so I switched to carbs and low fats, and I responded better to that.
Someone even said something to you about, like, not eating food, right? I've had that before, actually, when someone's asked me legitimately when I'm cutting out food. Well, I would probably die considering how hard I train and, like, the cardio that I'm doing. So no, we do not cut out food. You actually load most of the time going into a show. So that means essentially that you're eating a higher volume of carbs and fats for like a day or two, or including the day of your show. Quite substantial meals the day of the show to fill out. So yeah, the rest of the week is gonna be honestly like just a lot of crazy shit, getting ready for the show, packing food, organizing lists, making sure we have everything so that when we get there, we're not running around like crazy people. We leave on the Wednesday, so we actually leave a week today. We fly into Winnipeg, so that's the 20th, and then we'll have like a day and a half to just kind of chill out. We're there Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday will be registration, check-ins, tan, and Saturday is the big show day. So I'll probably try to put out the next video maybe on Thursday when we're in Winnipeg. A little bit of travel stuff, a little bit of our packing and organizing leading into the show, and put that on for you. And then the next video after that will be the big weekend. So hopefully we'll have some pretty cool footage from the show and post-show, and hopefully from some celebrations. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like our video and subscribe, and stay tuned as we round the final corner. I'm so brain dead. Whatever, round something. Getting
Coming around the corner, corner 5, and she's on the home stretch there, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh fuck. No videos.
What's wrong? What do you have on your toe?
I don't know.
Do you have a wart? Tasha's got warts.
Yeah, anyways, 10 days out. Trying to hold it together. So we'll see you guys in about a week.
Good.